I said I wasn't going to do it. And then I said, well, maybe I would try it. And then, oh, that's Fiona. See, this is why she has to wear the cone. Come here, baby girl. It's okay. Come here. Come here. You guys have sent her so much love. Thank you so much. Quick update. She scratched her retina and had a little eye treatment done. And so she has to wear the cone for, about another 10 days. She will get comfortable. But thank you so much for all the well wishes. I so much appreciate them. And she does too. Okay, there she is. She's down. Sorry if that was super loud with her itching. Anyway, I'm back a little bit earlier than I planned to be because I wanted to let you in on what I did. You know, I flip-flopped back and forth on whether to join a dating app, and yesterday was a rainy day in New York City all day long. Excuse me. And I decided, why the hell not? Welcome to my colorful life after a gray divorce. My name's Regan, also known as the Easy Ex-Wife, and on this channel we talk all about divorce and life after divorce and dating and living single after age 50. So grab your coffee or your tea or your cocktail. It's pretty early here today, so I already had a couple cups of tea, so now I'm just drinking some water. But grab whatever you want to drink and let's get into it. I loved reading all of your comments on Friday when I posted the video about going on my first coffee date that, by the way, went well, and I'm still in contact with him, but not sure I want to exit the friend zone. So I thought, okay, well, I dipped my toe in. Maybe I should dip in another toe. And I thought, what's the best and the worst that could happen if I get on a dating app? If I'm not ready, I don't go out on a date. I think the best that could happen is I make some new friends. Maybe I even meet someone that I want to spend time with. And what's the worst that could happen? I don't know, maybe go out on some bad dates and have some stories to tell you guys, or something, you know, to laugh at with you guys. Or I guess I could date a murderer, but I'm pretty sure they do background checks on these sites, and I won't be dumb. I'll be really, really safe and careful. So I did it, and I put myself on Hinge because someone had told me that they were successful on Hinge, but I want to hear from you guys. If you're on a dating app, or if you've been on a dating app and you've had success, or certain ones were just a huge fail, tell me which ones you liked, which ones you didn't like. So I started on Hinge and I created a profile and I put myself out there. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that pictures are the first thing that people look at. So I wanted to share the pictures that I picked, and I wanted to get your feedback. I made sure they're all very recent. The only one that's not that recent is one from 2 years ago, but I have one from last week and then a couple from like a couple months ago, and they're recent because I heard what a lot of people do is they put up pictures that, you know, are from the past and they don't look that way anymore. And this is one of the biggest complaints I've gotten from some of my girlfriends, is that they go to meet a guy and they can't even find them because they don't look a thing like their profile pictures. Okay, so I'm going to pop up the ones that I put up. And again, if you, especially if you've had success on these dating apps and you can give me feedback, let me know. But okay, the first one that I have is, I thought this was kind of cute. It's just me kind of, it looks like I'm waving. It looks like I'm just saying hi. So that's the first pic that I have. That's Fiona snoring. I don't know if you can hear her. Okay, so there's that one. And then let's see. Okay, and then I put up one from I can you guys hear that? It's so loud. And then this one is from I was an extra on the Sex and the City shoot, the most recent one. For it's actually called And Just Like That. So this was a picture that I took on that set. I thought that was a pretty good picture. And then, okay, this next one, I'm wearing an Eagles hat, and I just wasn't sure to show that or not. In fact, if you're not an Eagles fan, keep watching. But I am an Eagles fan, and I grew up in New Jersey and then moved to Philadelphia as a teenager. And when I moved to Philadelphia, my dad said, all right, the Jets stink. We are going to become Eagles fans. And so from the age of 13 on, I have been an Eagles fan. But I thought that was a decent picture. And none of these pictures have filters. I mean, I hope people don't use filtered pictures. And let's see. Oh, and then this one, my friend took, I guess it was a few months ago because it was on Halloween at the dog park. It's me and Fiona. She's in a little dinosaur costume. Thought that was cute. Thought it was good to let people know that I have a dog and that I like animals. And then this last picture I took just last week when I was at the gym and I was stretching. And I also think it's good for people to know if you are into health and fitness. Okay, and then I put my dating preferences as I'm interested in men, my neighborhood in New York City. I put a maximum distance of 100 miles. Is that a good one, you think? And then I put my age range as men 45 to 62. I am 56. And then ethnicity, open to all. Religion, open to all. And one of the reasons my friend suggested Hinge is because they have some like fun prompts. Now, I didn't spend too much time on these prompts, or I just was afraid that my profile would be too long. But I guess I could go back and make it a little bit more detailed. Let me know what you think. So one of the things I picked was my friends asked me for advice about, and what I wrote on that was all things health, fitness, and nutrition. So I only picked three. Three is kind of my lucky number. And the other one I picked is this year I really want to, and I wrote, make more friends in New York City, because I moved here not knowing anyone and I've made some friends, but I definitely would like to make a lot more friends and meet a lot more interesting people that do interesting things. Okay, was that three? Maybe that was only two. I can't find the other prompt that I put. Okay, maybe I only did two because I cannot find the third. If I find it, I will put it up and let you know. Here's another thing that I really found interesting. What else did I put? Oh, I put that I'm interested in a long-term relationship because I guess ideally that is what I want. I don't want just short-term flings. Or maybe I could have put like short-term and then looking for long-term, or start out short-term. Anyway, I just put long-term. And then, oh, it asks you your political views. And I am not super political, so I just put myself as a moderate. And, but I did find this really, really interesting. A lot of the men that I saw on there made it quite clear what their view was, and they were not going to date anyone who did not share the same political view. And I also put down that I'm interested in monogamy because I mean, I'm sure this happens all the time on these dating apps, but I don't want to date a guy who's dating a bunch of other guys. So here's where I stand right now. I started looking a little bit, and then one guy popped up and liked me while I was just looking. And I looked, and he left a nice comment. I can't remember what it was. Just I'll find that for you and let you know. But he left me a comment and I looked at his profile and he was cute and I liked some of the prompts that he had and he seemed like he was funny and I responded. And so we started communicating back and forth and he said he would like to get together and meet me. And I thought maybe it was better to have a phone call first, but I guess that's not usually what you do. You don't hand out numbers. Anyway, we did agree to go out and meet for a drink, and I feel like that's safe. We haven't picked a day or time yet because he said his son works a night shift somewhere and he wants to find out his schedule because on his nights off he goes to dinner with him, which I thought sounded sweet. And so that's where we are right now. We're going to figure out a time this week to get together for a drink. And you guys, I'll just do one drink and then I'll switch to water. And I will let you guys know exactly how it goes. I did wake up this morning to a good morning from him and what did it say? Oh, did you watch anything fun on TV last night? Because before we said goodbye last night, he had asked, what I was doing tonight. And I said I was just going to stay in and take care of my girl over here and probably just watch a movie. I did wake up to that good morning and did you watch anything fun? So I just don't want to get into that loop of just constant communication, like through a dating app or through text. I guess it has to be through the dating app right now because I'm not giving out my number, but I guess this is normal. I guess people just text back and forth. Like, before I start answering a bunch of questions or staying on a long, communication thread with someone, I want to meet them in person first. But maybe this is his way of just getting to know me a little bit better. Anyway, that's where we stand, and I want to hear from you guys. Was Hinge a good choice? Is there another one? I've heard about Bumble and how the woman's in charge on Bumble, so that sounds kind of interesting to me. And I want to hear your stories. And don't be afraid to tell me your horror stories because believe me, I've heard enough horror stories about dating apps. But I would love to hear any stories that you guys have about dating apps. Are you on them? Are you not on them? Were you on them at one point and then you were like, oh, hell no, I'm getting off? Have you had some crazy dates? I do want to hear about those. Have you had great first dates that have led to something really special? Tell me all the deets. I really, really want to know. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it. I love this small and mighty community that we have here, and I am excited to watch it keep growing. And I absolutely love to read all of your comments, all of them. And I guess I will see you. I won't say I'll see you in a week because I'll probably see you before a week because like I mentioned in my video last week, I might start putting up more. And so I'm going to put this one up before Friday, and then I'm sure I'll have a Friday video. So maybe we'll go for twice a week if you all are interested in that. But I also don't want to bombard you with too many videos all at once. But I guess if you don't want to watch them, you don't have to watch them. But if you are out there and you are watching them, I so appreciate you. I love all you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time I see you. Love you. Bye.